to go to recess today because you have like homework to catch up on that you didn't do yesterday because you weren't here. So it was me and then a troublemaking kid left. His name was Kenny, like South Park, and we were in the room together and we were both doing the homework. Him probably because he hadn't done it, and me because I was sick. But I was also
can't actually keep playing this level.
I was also eating lunch because it was like lunch recess. And I had these wheat thins, and I didn't want them. So I thought, hey, this will be funny. And I said, hey, Kenny, do you want these wheat thins? And his eyes lit up like it was the greatest treat on earth, and not just like squares of salty wheat. And he went, yeah. And then I took them and threw them overhead into the garbage can across the room. It like dunked it perfectly and said, well, go get him. And then he, without missing a beat, just like jumped out of his chair and tackled me to the ground, and we started fighting. And then the teacher came in and was like, you know, go to the principal's office. And then we went to the principal's office. I was so sure that I was in the clear and Kenny was gonna get dusted. But then when I told the principal the story, he's like, you know, you're both in trouble. And I was like, why am I in trouble? He fought me. And it was only when I grew up and I was like, it was kind of a dick move that I realized that I was also being punished.
It's like a perfect skit out of a weird Canadian cartoon show.
I kind of instigated.
I love that you nailed the shot too. That makes it even better.
What's an eagle?
I can understand why you're asking if if we try to be nice to people. If you just thought that was like an okay thing to do.
Well, I was 8 or something. You know, I was on the. I was
I
on
don't
the
think I
young
was ever
side.
an asshole as an 8-year-old.
You know, I went to a small school in the country. It's just the way things were.
Oh, okay. You
Sort
want
of.
these snacks? Go get them. Alright.
It, like, I don't know. It just, you ever, when you were a kid, like, something would just stick in your brain and you'll be like, let's try this out and see how it works.
Yeah.
I sort of vaguely remember being like, this will be funny.
It's like a character you're trying on.
Yeah, you're like, what if
Wanna see how
I'm
this
gonna
goes
be,
later.
what if I'm actually a total dick and I just don't know it yet? Let's try it out.
It's a good way to find.
Maybe I'm the Joker. We'll see.
I was still kind of pissed though. Like, even still to this day, I'm kind of pissed that the principal punished me. And I'm like, sure,
You should call him up.
Yeah, but he's probably dead. But like, what I did was not nice, but it wasn't violent. What he did was violent.
You can finish the story, bring him a flower in the retirement home, and then you go to hand it to him and just dunk it in the trash instead.
I hate
But
this level
did you guys
still.
go to schools that had like a zero tolerance policy for violence?
Yeah, so like both parties would get
Yeah, it's like
suspended.
if somebody
No matter
punched
what.
you in the head, you get suspended.
Yeah.
What?
We did that with ours.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. There must have been like one big conference in like 1998, and they were like, "Well, if you want to stop violence, punish the victims." And then they were like, "That seems smart." So
Yeah.
yeah.
Those fucking idiots probably
Where
deserved
do
it.
adults come to these conclusions?
They're like, "What did you do to deserve
make
getting
this-
punched in the
yeah.
head by this guy?"
Yeah, chat, this is really a thing that they do. Like, they actually go after the
Alright,
person.
this is
that
the
got-
last fucking time we're playing this level, alright? We will not play this one again. Ryan, step
We
up.
might do it once more.
I'm just starting to get the hang of it, honestly.
Yeah. Good practice.
Okay, here we go. Infinite golf.
Here we go.
All
That's the
right.
eagle.
Here we go.
And
We just. Oh, now I'm in first because they erased my 12.
Yep.
and
Hey!
oh!
Is it a new level?
Yeah, hold
Some
on.
Groundhog Day stuff.
Sweet. This is just how the course goes now. You just do like 4 loops and then you get to the next. Alright.
Ryan, did you just like slide down the poo?
That's not poo. That's chocolate.
That's chocolate.
mousse.
That's actually poo.
Why do they put poo in the Candy Kingdom?
Just to keep him honest.
Ryan, what'd you have for dinner?
Last night for dinner, I had Korean fried chicken at Corey's Super Bowl party.
How was
That
it?
sounds good.
Thank you. It was good.
What makes Korean
What makes it
fried
Korean?
chicken different from another style of fried chicken that maybe I've had before?
There are,
Shut up! I'm raging!
oh, we almost had that one.
Josh
Yeah.
laughing is like an 8, but then Josh laughing with reverb is like an 11 for some reason. Josh, can you record an hour of you laughing like away from the mic? Because for some reason that is just hilarious.
Yeah.
Josh, do you have any school stories? Any remarkable school stories?
So I got suspended for fighting one time. We were at the cafeteria eating. I think it was like tortellini or like spaghetti or something like that. So it was a red sauce,
Okay.
and this kid that like no one really liked. He got up from his
Was it
lunch
Brad?
tray to. No, it wasn't. It was just like some random. He just like moved to town, like probably within like the last couple of years or so. But anyway, he got up, and like this girl like came up and like she's like, "Hey, is anyone eating these breadsticks that are here?" And like everyone looked at each other and was just like, "No." So like she took her breadstick and went back to her chair and started eating it. So he gets back, and he's like, "Who took my breadstick?"
Oh no.
And we were all just like kind of like laughing, and I was like
Down
probably
the river.
snickering like the most because like he was like, "What the hell, man?" I'm like, I don't know, took your breadstick. So like I get up and go like to throw my tray away, and like I can feel like this guy's like he's pissed off at me. So while on my way up, like another like my buddy's like, "Dude, you good? You got some problems coming up behind you." I'm like, "Oh, I know." So like I throw my shit away, and he like pushes me from behind, throws like a tortellini, I guess, that he had in his hand at my shirt. Which
He
is
hit
like,
you with the tortellini.
yeah, he threw
Or
the
well,
tortellini with the red
he hit
sauce.
you. He hit you with the tortellino.
Yeah. And I was like, all right. And we just got in like a little tussle, and that was it. Like we both got taken down to the principal's office, and like by that time, like after you get in a fight with someone, you like become their best friend, like in a quarter of like
Yeah.
a second. And we're like, yeah, man, it wasn't me that like took your like food. And he's like, I thought it was. And I was like, it wasn't me.
Well, it's good that
And
you
then we
guys
both
were
got
able
suspended
to.
for 3 days. Yeah.
It's good that you were able to get past it.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
past it.
Get past it.
I think I've told this before, but our school was like, it was like a school for, I mean, I don't want to be offensive, but it was like kind of like a redneck school. But then, weirdly enough, they had like, in my 11th grade, they had a super like advanced computer science program. So people from like all over the surrounding
Where the
areas.
fuck am I?
People from all over the surrounding areas would like, if they were really into computer science, they would come to our school, which was just like an incendiary mix of, like nerd geniuses that are 16 and then like 6'4", 250-pound 17-year-olds who like spend all summer working on the farm. So like one day, these nerds, you know how nerds are, including us. These nerds that had like been in our school for 3 months came into the cafeteria with this huge block of ice that they took from the parking lot outside.
Nice.
Like it was enormous. It was probably like 20 or 30 pounds of ice. And they took it in and put it in the center of the cafeteria on their table. And then they were going around to like all the other lunch tables and they were going, "Hey, do you guys want some ice for your drink?" And everybody was just like ignoring them because they're like, "Please
the
don't."
dumbest thing.
Yeah, I get it. Hilarious.
I love
Anyway, so they were doing this and they thought they were really cool. And then this enormous kid in our school just came over and like picked up the block of ice and smashed it in the center of the cafeteria and went,
What?
"This is my school! This is my school!" and just started shouting
God.
at them. It
That's
caused a
rad.
scene. Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
All right.
That's about it.
You guys did great.
So at my school, we started a tradition, and I don't really remember exactly why this got started, but we thought it would be funny to sacrifice our milk cartons to the library outside wall.
Dude, go in that green cart, green funnel.
So we would every day we would take our milk and we would smash it on the library wall.
Okay.
And, we did that for like a long time. And I don't know why this was a good idea, because honestly, we're just making work for the janitorial staff.
Yeah.
And nobody ever yelled at us for like ever. And eventually, when I ended up making my band, we called it Wall God because of the tradition of smashing our milk. But yeah, we made that wall nasty.
That's pretty gross.
And it was very exciting for us every day. That was our thing. Kids are weird, right?
What? The fuck? This map sucks. Sorry. No, your story is great.
No, I mean, it's not that great of a story, but it's just kind of like weird.
I'm just raging at the
It's like
game.
milk grenades.
Wow.
Sorry. I'm just so tilted. Wait, I have smoke grenades. But this candy level and everything's pink right now.
Yeah, you're pretty far
Kind of
back
makes
there.
me want to.
Oh my god.
The
The
other,
milk?
like, I'm taking Malph's story at this point, but the kid who smashed the ice also has one more story that I've always found hilarious, which is he used to go into the gas station where Malph worked, and he would always get, like, a slushie, and then his mom was like, why am I wasting all this money on slushies? So for, like, his 17th birthday, he bought her, or she bought him a slushie machine, and then he used it for, like, a day. And then he came back and just started buying slushies at the gas station. And Malph was like, why are you here if you have your own slushie machine? And he just said, I just like these ones more.
Brian, good job, buddy. You won.
Thank you.
Oh, who is this?
Internet terrorist?
You seeing this?
It's the old geezer.
It's written in weird italic text.
I'm getting
And
out.
red.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
That was spooky, man. All right. I didn't make
How'd they get
another
in? That was weird.
Is it possible that this game has some broken features?
Was it Geezels?
No. You think Dan's gonna make his name Internet Terrorist?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah.
Stories? I don't have any like. I don't remember any. The only like cool story. The only cool story I have is the porn